So been looking forward to this. Maybe you have too. I don't know. Since I committed to do this yesterday. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. 7:10. And it might not look pretty, but it tastes great. Liz's Ugly Bakery. You weren't able to do anything yesterday.
No,
you always
not
prep.
at all. Right.
You're so busy.
Right.
So I texted Liz and I said, do you mind if I help out?
I was like, yes, of course, please. That would be awesome. What are you going to make?
This is the new edition, the first and last of Rob's Simple Bakery.
I like it.
So
Rob's Simple Kitchen is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, did I say bakery?
Yeah.
Rob's Simple Kitchen.
I'm looking.
I got no.
I'm sorry, I got a little sneak peek,
I'm passing things out,
but
because we do the taste tests. I spent a lot of time doing the spread on the finishing touches.
And he didn't want us to figure it out, so he came in and sprayed Lysol all over.
I did. Don't open. Don't open. Go in.
I can't smell
turn
anything
one.
other than Lysol.
I even have one.
It smells sort of.
So traditionally, I even brought it in on a silver platter.
You did. It's fancy. There's crumbs on there.
I just finished the spread, and I think this is the most amazing I've ever made this, because I've always burnt. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal.
You've always burnt this?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and open up your surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
No, right in my face.
I feel like I'm at home.
I knew you would love this.
This is breakfast in bed from my son.
Yeah, it
this is. The kind of
is
thing.
breakfast.
Why are you smelling it?
The thing is, it's the way that you do the spread on the top.
Yes, it is.
Of your toast.
Let me hold it there.
Toast. So Rob's Simple Kitchen is toast.
And it is. It does have butter.
Yes.
And it's very well toasted.
Yes, I toasted.
It's lightly toasted. Let's check. Did you make the bread?
I brought it from home.
Okay.
So it was brought from home.
Is it Sunbeam?
No, but it's some kind of multi-grain thing.
So you normally burn this, right?
I normally burn toast. That's right.
Light and buttery.
So Liz has already started the tasting.
I'm hungry.
Of what this is like. Just so you know, I just want to preface, TJ has never liked any of Liz's Ugly Bakery.
No,
There's
ever.
always something wrong. Ian, how was it?
It is a culinary artisanal masterpiece.
Thank you.
Wow, pulling out the big words.
That's right. He practiced. TJ.
He's cutting his eyes at you.
It's a lot of butter.
Yep.
It's not too toasted, which I like.
Right.
Because I like my toast kind of floppy.
Okay, so he likes his toast rare.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. Rare toast. Overall, I like it.
There you go.
I'm telling you, the boy loves anything that is processed. It's okay.
It's great, yeah.
But it is multigrain, didn't you say, or something?
Yeah, I think it's multigrain, so there you go. Rob's Simple Kitchen.
He's going in
There's
for
not
another
much
bite.
there's not much thought put into it, and it's simple.
His morning crew.
It's such a good reunion. Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. Yeah, kind of a reunion for the two of us because she's been gone for a few days.
Yeah.
So good to have Liz back. Thank you for showering her with a lot of love with your
Oh,
text
yeah.
and your Facebook messages.
It meant and still means a whole lot as we continue to go through losing a family member this week.
Yeah.
Which was, I say was incredibly hard, but yeah, continues to be. And she'll be laid to rest on Saturday. So, yeah.
You got through that without tears.
There's been a lot of tears, and just watching, so I'll say it was my sister-in-law who passed away, and leaves behind 2 teenage boys. They have a huge family. My husband's family is huge. Parents had 6 kids, and she was the only girl. And so just, seeing the family deal with that has been, incredibly difficult.
She's been walking through it like a champion. We've been connecting every single day.
Yeah.
And your strength and your courage, it's just amazing to me.
Well, I will say I'm very proud of all of the sister-in-laws. Very incredibly proud of how we each have our strengths and our talents and our gifts, and each one is putting, we have a florist in the family, and we have someone who is completely organized and keeping that all together, and so it's been incredible to see this entire family come together and help everybody through it. My son has been incredible. All of my kids, really, but my youngest has been. Okay,
there
voice
for
crack
Mama.
there. He's been there for me, but he's also been there for her sons. And so,
Lots of love.
Yeah.
Lots of love for Liz today. And thank you for all the messages and the texts that you've been sending in for her.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
We saw this one article, really funny, about kids who call things something a little different. At 800-447-7234, it's Rob and Liz on his radio. What was one of the things in that article?
So one of the things was their kid called a plunger.
Oh, be careful.
Called a plunger.
Yeah?
A dookie puncher.
You're kidding me.
I'm not.
I love kids. I love kids so much that the way their
This is
brains
the little
work.
kids. Oh, that is funny. Spencer, who is now in college, so I think I am allowed to say this.
Oh, yeah.
But when he was just a little kid, when a motorcycle went by in the not the high chair, in the car seat, in the back seat, he would go Wollygog.
Wollygog.
For a motorcycle, I think this is what I think it is. I think that was the sound he thought it made going by. You know how they go, so he just Wollygog.
Oh my goodness.
So motorcycles forever and ever are now Wollygogs in our family.
Well, we have a couple. My oldest son, croutons. He has always, for whatever reason, loved salad with croutons, but he called them croutons.
This is the way they're spelled.
Right. He's 19 now. We still never refer to them as anything but croutons.
Croutons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they want to go to Chick-fil-A, both boys would say, can we go to Nick Lachey, who's a singer. I don't know where they got that.
That's completely different.
Right?
Yeah.
And they would go, oh, can we go to Nick Lachey? And for a while, I'm like, what are they? Oh, Chick-fil-A. Okay.
Chick-fil-A, Nick Lachey.
Yeah.
I get it.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
They came up with it, and how we really don't know. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. When it comes to your kids, and when they first really started calling things, even though this thing was not the thing that they called it, because the thing is called something else, so it was the thing that they called it. 800-447.
Did you repeat that?
No.
Okay.
7234.
Aaron said when my kiddo was 3, this is Angela, said when my kiddo was 3, he called Peeps duck cookies.
Peeps duck cookies.
Yeah.
I guess it's the taste and what they look like.
That's what he saw.
Okay.
Aaron said my 26-year-old son Hunter, when he was little, called ham pink turkey. Pink turkey. Makes sense.
I think I know where you got that from.
What?
He had it on Thanksgiving.
Maybe.
Would you think? Yeah?
I don't
Would you
want the
think?
white turkey. I want the pink turkey. Mm-hmm. That's where it
See?
came from.
Am I right?
Yeah, he had to make sure she knew what he was talking about.
That's all I can think. Danita is with us at 800-447-7234. Okay, what was it your child said?
My daughter, she used to call the little tiny marshmallows Appy Dies. Where she got that from, I do not know.
Happy
And she
Dies.
called APP Dies, Appy Dies. The little Fruit Loops, she called them Doppy Dies.
Oh my goodness. She has a language of her own and we love it.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Really? Your kids called it that? Really? That's funny. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio, and that's the thought this morning is what your kids used to call things, and that's what they're not called, but it did come out pretty funny.
Yeah, Rachel said my brother used to call hush puppies dogfish.
Hush puppies are dogfish.
Well, yeah, they are. I see that.
It kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It does. You should see Russell. Russell's son called olives tractor tires.
That makes sense. They look like it. Brenda said my youngest son would call Burlington Coat Factory the Burning Coal Factory, and that's what we call it to this day.
Burning coal. How could you not driving by? I'm going to call it that now.
I think it's a thing now.
Look at that. The Burning Coal Factory. That's so cool. Mia is here at 800-447-7234. Okay, what was it, Mia?
It was my daughter, and from the time she was about 7 or 8 years old, she referred to chicken as salmonella. I still can't eat chicken. Yeah. She would say, Mom, do you want me to put the salmonella in the freezer or the refrigerator?
Salmonella.
And I still to this day can hardly stomach chicken.
Where do you think she got that from?
I think at school they must have taught them about salmonella.
It's salmonella poisoning or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You have company come over and they say, so what are we having tonight? And she says salmonella.
Oh, my God.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
This Eugene lady named her kid after who? It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. Eugene? No, it's not right.
No, Princess Eugenie.
That's
from the
right.
royal family. They just announced, because she just had a baby boy, and they announced what the name is. And one of the names, his name is August Philip. And it's after her grandfather, who is Prince Philip, married to Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Who are you named after?
I was named after, my mom loved two celebrities, Elizabeth Taylor and Elvis Presley.
So wait a minute. Let me try to get this. You are Elizabeth Elvis Riles?
You know what? I almost wish, but no, that is not true. I'm Elizabeth, and then Aaron, his middle name is Aaron, but it's Aaron.
Okay.
And she gave me the spelling of Erin, so I'm Elizabeth Aaron.
Yeah, the girl spelling of it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I'm named after my dad.
All right, okay. So
I'm a junior.
Yeah.
I found out I had a brother in the late 90s. I didn't even know I had siblings.
Okay.
So I found out I had a brother.
Yeah.
His name
is
the same as mine.
Is he like a third?
My dad's, no. And, long story.
Okay.
Long story. And then another guy yesterday, I kid you not, who has my name, says, hey, I'm from Michigan. We have the same name. I don't know any Dempseys. I'm thinking.
You're like, I have cold chills. What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's weird.
I'm going to use the word wild.
It's weird. I'm named after him, middle name, everything. The brother that I never knew existed, same thing, same middle name. We're both juniors. And then this other guy, I don't know if goes by junior or not.
And you all go by Rob?
No, he goes by Robert. The other one goes by the middle name.
Okay.
And I'm just Rob.
Wow.
My grandmother always told me, use your Social Security card number all the time. Never leave it out. And I know why now. She knew something I didn't know.
Grandma's smart. Yes, she is.
Okay. Well, let's lighten it up. That was my story. I'm sure you got a better one about who you named or who you're probably named after in your family.
His morning crew.
Somewhere along the line, maybe somebody in your family is named after somebody in your family. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. So what could it be? 800-447-7234.
Rachel says, I'm named after my grandmother and my great-grandmother. Her name is Marilyn Leona. And that's in honor of both of her great-grandmothers.
I like how that sounds. Marilyn Leona. That's so nice.
I know. And then Scott says, my name is Scott. My parents named me after a song by a singer called Bobby Goldsboro. And the song is called Watching Scotty Grow. I don't know anything about that song, but it comes from a song. It was
Never heard
inspired.
it?
No.
It goes, watching Scotty grow. Watching Scotty grow.
Every country song has a bluegrass.
Watching Scotty grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry.
Thank you. That's all I got.
His morning crew.
What has this world come to when you have to build like shelters for your food? It's weird. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
There is a new Cadbury cottage. So Cadbury eggs. Do y'all like those cream egg things?
No.
I can't stand those things. It's kind of gross looking. But anyway.
Well, when you put them in your mouth and they explode with that whatever it is, it's like
sugar lava. That's all I
yeah, right?
But they Cadbury does have like the little mini eggs that I really like. I don't know what they're called. But anyway.
Mini eggs.
Yeah. But you can now have a cottage. This thing costs $20. Okay, so it's like chocolate bars, and it's kind of like a gingerbread house, but it's made completely of chocolate. So there's like little buttons and just different things that you can decorate the outside of your cottage with to put your Cadbury cream eggs inside.
During Christmas, the gingerbread house is one thing because it's something that you create and it's tradition.
Yeah.
And now all this stuff that they're trying to do, they have something for peeps.
Chicken coop.
That you just put your peeps in.
Yeah.
And this cottage is what you put your Cadbury eggs in.
I guess.
So they're making homes for food. I mean, what? Why? I mean, please.
I don't know. I call that a fridge, but, you know.
Yeah, right?
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
To live in a world where you could schedule your reply texts.
Ooh,
would
that
be
sounds good.
so nice. I have to, I don't know why, but I have to text back immediately when somebody texts me.
Because you forget.
I do.
Yes, me too.
I will never do it. And sometimes if somebody texts me, I feel like, let me do a quick reply so they know I saw your text.
Sure.
And then sometimes it's like, I don't know, insensitive or something like that because I just type, hey, good to see you.
Yeah,
or a thumbs
right.
up or something like that. And that's about it. Because it's like super busy. I don't want to forget and I don't want you to think. So I have an iPhone. Mm-hmm. I always make fun, I'm sorry, of people who have the other phones.
I think that's a common thing, though. You make fun of, this is a Samsung.
I wish you would have. You should have an iPhone.
Yeah,
you know, those kind of
exactly.
things. Oh, it's not iPhone.
Yeah.
No wonder why you're having problems.
Yeah, but they say the same
So
thing.
Google Play has Google Messages, and they are upgrading so that you can schedule your reply. Apple, what's up with you?
Well, I'm thinking that through.
Come on.
Schedule your reply.
Schedule your reply.
So if...
You're going to schedule your messages.
Okay. I get it now because while I was sleeping last night, I got a couple of text messages.
Of course.
And coming in this morning, I'm like, I can't reply at, 4 o'clock in the morning.
No.
I get what you're saying. So I could schedule it so I don't forget for 8 or 9
Yeah.
to make sure they're up. I get it now.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. And if and in return, if somebody wants to text me at 10 at night,
Yeah.
Don't. Schedule it until 9 in the morning, please.
Please don't.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
The thought of cooking for Gordon Ramsay might be daunting. But the guy's hurting right now. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. I don't know if you heard the word, but all of his restaurants combined, he says he's lost $80 million.
My goodness.
$80 million. And what was impressive to me is his heart for his employees. He feels so bad for those who have been working for him faithfully all these years, putting up with him.
Yeah.
And $80 million he's lost, and he's really feeling for the employees that's lost even more than he has.
Wow. Yeah, his TV persona makes you think that he would not care so much, kind of let them fend for themselves. I think that's the takeaway that I have from his TV. But he shows that, it's not like that.
I've seen him in interviews.
Yeah.
And in some interviews, he's like really kind and genuine and kind of nerdy.
Kind of nerdy? I haven't
In a
picked
good
up on
way.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
In a good, not a bad way, but you're
Right.
like, oh, I thought he was just like this tough guy that likes to yell at people that cook in his restaurant.
Well, he has a passion for not only cooking, but being a restaurateur, and he wants things done a certain way. So I can respect that for sure. But I know that Gordon Ramsay and his restaurants are not the only ones that have closed around the country. Justine's one of our favorites in Charleston.
When you say "our," you mean you and your husband?
Yeah, our family. Our
Your
entire
family goes there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, we were just talking about Justine's last night, and then I was looking around at some of the restaurants that have closed in the Carolinas and Georgia, and that was one that came up, and heartbroken, that was kind of a family thing, and they've closed because of the pandemic.
Some
as
have
well.
done great.
Sure.
And then there are others that are like, they weren't able to go through it. I
Right.
mean, it's really tough.
Right. Well, their restaurant model was not conducive to what happened during the pandemic. There's some that, can kind of, that's what they did anyway, delivery and, to go kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, a lot of many prayers
Yeah.
for friends who lost their businesses during that.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Rob and Liz, hi, good morning. Good to have Liz back. Took about 4 people to fill in for her, but yeah.
I'm glad to be back. I like the normalcy and, spent some time with family and
And you should.
this week. Yeah. But glad to be back in this room with my guys.
Pandemic, quarantine, I don't know how much pizza you may have ordered. Maybe more than usual, but their sales for pizza skyrocketed.
Yeah. Even Domino's hired 30,000 more people during the pandemic. I mean, 30,000, even across the country, that's a huge number. But I know people, there for a while when restaurants were kind of closed, you couldn't have people in. You're just ordering. And not a lot of people were doing the DoorDash or the Uber Eats or whatever. So, lots of pizza being
Making
sold.
bank.
Making bank.
All these people that are selling pizzas making a lot of bank. And I wonder how many extra meat, the pepperoni, the mushrooms, extra cheese.
We always have to get several different ones because nobody in our family likes the same.
Pepperoni on one half in our house, and then cheese on the other half. Because Eli, our youngest, will not have pepperoni.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with it. However,
Yeah.
here's the crazy thing. He'll eat pepperoni on its own. On nothing.
Eli, buddy, what's going on?
Even makes sense.
It really doesn't, but maybe it's just the two things together. It's a texture thing. You know?
He doesn't like, okay, with spaghetti, he doesn't like the sauce on it.
Wait a minute. He just eats noodles?
He just likes noodles.
Noodles with butter.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
But no, I hear that's a very, isn't that a very Italian meal, I think, with the noodles and butter or like just a little oil or
So he's a true Italian.
He could be from, who knows? We have to do sausage and pepperoni on one side and pepperoni and onion on the other.
On your spaghetti?
No, on the pizza.
His morning crew.
It's supposed to smell like Peeps, but I don't think you can eat it because.
Then what's the point?
Okay, Easter baskets and the stuff you put in the Easter baskets.
Yeah.
They're making that grass, that marshmallow scented after Peeps.
Why?
Yeah, the scented grass.
Why? If it's not edible, why would it smell like a food?
It's just scented Easter grass from Peeps.
That seems dangerous.
It does. It does. I would look at it and go, spaghetti. I'm not sure.
Right. Well, I mean, kids are going to smell it and be like, sugar.
You'd think, yeah, but if you can market something, why not?
You know, I hate the grass that's in Easter baskets. Hate it.
Moms would, right? Because you've got to clean that stuff up.
And you find it in the carpet like 12 years later. Like, I thought I got it all.
It happened to you, huh?
Gets in the vacuum cleaner and wraps around the little deal there, and
Gotta
then
buy a new one. They're horrible birthday gifts, by the way. Just saying.